Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to myself, I guess. It is another week of Aether raids. It's light season, I believe so. It's been like a couple days. I feel like it's light season, I guess. Anyway, so you may be wondering where I've been. I've been kind of sick. Also, I sort of tweaked my leg or back, something along those lines. Not fully recovered, but I'm recovered enough to at least be able to make videos. I think so. I might sound a little bit weird, but well, I sound weird anyway, so that doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, there's also a post on Reddit. I'm on Reddit a lot, where someone was talking about like how, you know, they were struggling to get into Vault of Heaven. Like they felt like they can get in Chaos Season, but not so much in Light and Dark and Astranima. Felt like it's a little bit hard. They had like a save team, but you know they're talking about how Phoenix Master 1 likes to run Gale Force as his preferred team. They need to, you know, build Gale Force as well. You know, what can they do? Blah blah blah. And what this wasn't directed at me or anything, but basically the point is just that yeah, I know I'm actually close to 100 subscribers. I don't even know if I'm at there or not. I haven't checked, but the point is that there's so many different people that I guess subscribe to my channel, which is very nice, and thank you again. But not everyone's looking for the same thing. Some people, they want to learn Gale Force because, you know, maybe their other content creator doesn't do it, or, you know, they want to see Gale Force because they feel like it's more exciting, or, you know, they just want to see me use Summer Camilla, or, you know, they want some entertainment. You know, some people just want to see different stuff. So there's just a lot of things that are kind of, you know, wanting different things. And I'm probably not good for any of it. I'm not really like a teacher, nor do I guess I don't do enough different things, or yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to point out that I'll just try and do the best videos that I can. I sort of just make videos in the way that I sort of feel like it's me playing the game in the way that I like to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So for today's video, since I gave that context, is why I'm going to try and talk a little bit more on the offensive side. I feel like it's a little bit hard for me to explain offense and why I set up teams in the way that I do, but I'll do that. And also too, you may have noticed, I don't know, from the past 10-15 videos, that for like the first match, I tend to talk a lot more in terms of like the prep before, as opposed to the second match. And that's usually because I like sort of queue up the map like this, and then like I go to sleep, or I go play, you know, Nikkei or League or something, and then I come back to it later. It's like, oh, okay, well, I thought about something else. And like even for this map that we'll see, I was planning on using Team 2. I'm actually going to use Team 3 instead, just because I thought of something else different that might be a little bit more safer to do, and you know, just give me more time and give me more, like, you know, comfortability, or I don't even know what words to use, but pretty much this is the point. Is just that whatever will make you feel more at ease at, you know, playing Aether raids and not making it as stressful for you, I mean, go for it. But if you like the stress, if you just like it chaotic, or however you like it, you know, just play in the way that you like to play. But again, I'll just try and explain on offense. Again, if you really want like a better explanation of offense, I feel like you need to do a complete overview, because there's a lot of different things that you can try, and different characters that have different things. I think in defense, again, it's easier because, like, okay, this is what I'm trying to run, this is what I'm trying to do. But for offense, it's not only like what you're doing, it's also like the defense you're playing against. So we're gonna try and just talk a little bit more. I chose the bad time to talk because I'm sick, but anyway, you sort of get the idea. So they have a hardy fighter, rearmed Grima. I read Rob's like Grima. Okay, we have a brave Corrin, pretty much what I'm running, except I have switched to Spiral. We have Brave Seliph +1 with Mystic Boost 4 and Mystic Boost, so it's gonna be healing a lot. Embla, our favorite Bridal Catria with Air Orders, Peony, Duo Peony, and we have Ian. Finally, the mail's here. I just heard the mailman. If you hear that, that's the mailman. Anyway, so let's talk. Actually, yeah, let's just talk in detail. So, Bridal Catria, she was obviously on the tier list for, like, you know, Game Press when they used to do it, and was there with the caveat, had like the light and dark sort of symbol. And that's mostly because in light and dark, Element didn't exist. And if you've, you know, play Aether raids, or if you've heard about Aether raids and alot, you know that Elamine is very powerful because she has a very strong skill that shuts down at start of turns effects, which Catria has, and that's basically what makes Catria a top tier unit and why people still use her, even though that tier list is from like what 2021. People still use her because she gives people brave attacks and she also lets people warp, kind of in a way. So again, very good. That's why people use her. And yeah, you don't have this option in light and dark season unless you want to lose points, which people don't want to do because that's how you get into the higher tiers. So that's why people use her. And you like, again, makes it very hard for Ninja Camilla to tank Arvel because if Arvel has brave hits, it's already hard enough to tank Arvel with 1 hit. Now 2 hits is almost impossible. Anyway, so Catria is here because of that, and we have to basically, usually when you're making teams, you kind of want to have at least, you know, counters to some of these units that you're going to encounter often. Bridal Catria is probably one, so you want to have something like, you know, maybe even Gatekeeper who can stop warping, or, you know, do something else. Like I have a Gatekeeper, I just got one recently, but I'm not using Gatekeeper here. We're gonna use Ninja Camilla, and we'll explain why. Because again, with Ninja Camilla, her whole I guess strategy is Vantage, is that yeah, you have brave hits, but if you don't go first, and if I take you out first, well then the brave hits don't matter. So that's what Ninja Camilla's sort of counter to Catria is, and that's why I use her. So we also have Yoon. She's a very powerful dark season mythic, since her refine at least. Before her refine, I didn't think she was that good at all whatsoever, but she's very good now because she puts a lot of penalties, and you know, if you just have penalties all over the place, it's hard to deal with her. And also she gets even tankier when you have penalties or even units that are around the target. So if you notice, pretty much whenever I'm in light and dark season, I always have a Garrick, and because Garrick's refine allows him to basically nullify penalties during combat and also put null panic, things that Yoon does. So if you're to do like a tier list for like Game Press, you would see like Garrick maybe like even better in light and dark season, because again, Garrick handles Yoon pretty well in terms of the team. The only thing you have to do is sort of build HP so your teammates all get the buff, but Garrick has a very, very nice refined weapon that deals with a lot of Yoon's stuff herself. So that, we have a Dancer Peony, so you always have to be aware of, you know, who can get danced, especially if someone has like some kind of like a rally trap. So usually what people do is they have like assist, like a rally attack, like Seliph will go rally Catria, and then Peony will move here to dance Seliph, and then Seliph will move all the way down in range. So sort of this, you have to be mindful of who can get danced, because you want to be able to predict the movement as much as possible. And yes, you know, Peony does have aerobatics, but it's not really that useful here because Catria already exists anyway. But again, it's still fine. Embla, a lot of people made a lot of rumblings about Embla because obviously she stops saves, but as we've seen now, there's a lot of units now that are tanky that aren't even armors, so it's not too crazy. I guess the more important part now is still the feud where you stop all the ally skills. So if you have someone that's like let's say Fall Maria, right, you can stop the not dying and the healing stuff after, because you're disabling the ally skills besides the one that you're fighting against. So Embla does that, but for example, Embla does actually have a counter. So as long as you're not in the 3 columns, so pretend if I'm like right here, right? We're actually gonna move here for this fight. Embla's thing is not gonna activate on this character because it's not within the 3 columns centered on the unit or 3 rows centered on the unit. And see how I was talking about how, like, well, I didn't talk about it before, but Hardy Fighter, probably still best skill from 2021. Still a very good skill now, is because there's not a lot of counters to it specifically. But as you can see, like Embla's whole thing, you can actually counter just by positioning. It's not like you need a specific unit to counter, like with Hardy Fighter, for example. You can actually counter it with just positioning. I mean, can some maps be hard to position where you can get out of it? Yeah, but at least you have the option to do it just with any unit. Now, speaking of Robin, so Hardy Fighter exists again. Very tough skill to deal with because again, after turn 1, Robin or Grieva same thing. We'll get basically her special because it brings it down to 2 if it's a defensive special. So like the first attack, if it's a melee attack, we'll do 50% less damage plus whatever the 5 reduction, whatever it does, and then she'll hit, and then she'll get her special again. So it's like she's reducing multiple attacks by 50% and the 5 damage. So very hard and taking to deal with. And again, remember on offense you have 6 units, they have 7. So the longer it takes for you to take out one unit, less of time you have to run away. And then again, like Catria has warping for everyone, there's a dancer, they're gonna be able to catch up to you and take one of your units out. And again, if you're on that like borderline, oh my god, I need like 20 points to get into tier 38 or whatever, this could be the difference between you not making it or making it, because you know you lost a unit and you lose 40 points. So that's why Hardy Fighter is still a very hard skill to deal with, and it's why I use Bolt Tower, because it's one of the only not the only counters, but one of the main counters to it is because you can actually get them low enough that you can still be able to take them out, even though they're reducing their damage by so much. But I'm not using it here. I tend not to use it in light dark season, but I do use it sometimes, but we're not using it anyway. But anyway, that's just the point. Seliph, his main thing is he has 4 movement if he's next to a unit within 2 spaces, and he also gets no fall, blah blah blah. He also has a miracle on himself, and he also has healing. So the thing is that as long as we can get Seliph to 1 HP before we do our next attack, we can actually take him out and nullify the miracle bar. And that's what Ninja Camilla is going to come in. Hopefully Ninja Camilla can do 50 damage, especially on the first hit, and then second hit we'll take him out, because Ninja Camilla has brave attacks. And the Corrin's obviously Corrin, I've seen a lot of it. Actually, funny enough, today I was trying to summon for the Anna. I was like, oh, let me just do a couple summons, and I got Brave Soren, so now I actually have all the Brave units now. I've summoned 2 Brave units since their banner ended as off banner. So we have Brave Corrin, we have 2 Gullveigs, we have a Soren, and we still have Robin. I don't really use Robin or Soren at least yet. We haven't been using a lot of Corrin and a lot of Gullveig. So anyway, the point is what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Ninja Camilla tank and take out Yoon, just to get rid of the penalty stuff altogether. I mean, again, we have Garrick, so we can kind of deal with it, but we're just gonna do it. And in the corner, Ninja Camilla should be able to take out Peony. She won't dance because there's no like assist, like sort of rally or anything. So they're not gonna reposition just off of nothing. So Peony will prioritize attacking. We'll take out Catria, take out Embla, and take out Seliph, because they all have enough range to reach Camilla from right here. And the hardest part will be taking out Robin and Corrin. They'll be left after that. So we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do. We do have some answers a little bit. I think my team 3 has more answers to them than team 2. I mean, team 2 does have Loki that has the focus on counterattack, but again, this team seems a little better. So again, just to think about my offensive team. So again, we have Garrick, who can deal with penalties, and also he has even pulse size, so we can actually remove the Hardy Fighter. So actually, that's one of the counters to Hardy Fighter is pulse ties, but these are not easy to come by. We do actually have one that's in the limited divine codes currently, so that's actually pretty good. You can get one there, but yeah, it's not on any grill unit, so it's kind of hard to come by. But the good thing about Garrick is he likes to build HP, so you can actually give it to him.
Before I became a mercenary.
Yeah, so it's very good. We can remove it, so we can make Robin easier to take out. I mean, the first hit will basically just do like normal damage, and the second hit will be reduced. But again, at least we were able to reduce one of them. We have Milla just to stop dancers in case we need it. I mean, I don't think Peony's gonna be dancing anyway, so we don't really need Milla here. But she's on the team, so you have to prepare the team before you start the map, so it doesn't matter. We have Nerthuz for this one. She has Quick Impulse because with Slaying she has Gale Force at 4. With Garrick, it goes down to 3, and with Quick Impulse it goes down to 2. So basically 1 hit and she gets Gale Force. So that's all you have with that. Then again, you don't have to do that. It's just sort of what I did for this team in particular, and just sort of what you think your team needs. So we have 3 Ninja Camilla teams, some with Mystic Boost and some without. This one doesn't This one doesn't have a... This one has that Mystic Boost, but it does more damage. This one you're gonna use first, but this one might have a harder time taking out Grima and Corrin. So I'm thinking of using this team. This team will have an easier time, but the problem is it might be harder to do enough damage to Seliph, which, I mean, I still think we can do it. Anyway, so you have Corrin, we have Speed Rest, Form 3, blah blah blah. And then we have Plumera, who I've given a lot of stuff to. As she's supposed to, I got a bunch of them, and I sort of just was foddering stuff off. She does have Defense Rest Ploy 3, and hopefully
Should
with
Lady
this...
Freya wish it, I would endure any torture.
This is what I'm assuming will be the tipping point in being able to take out Seliph. And then Ninja Camilla basically has Guidance, and Mystic Boost 4. Isn't that much damage as compared to normal. But hopefully with Garrick and stuff we'll do enough. I mean, we might be off a little bit. So this one might be the safer bet to use. Yeah, this one might be the safer bet to use. But we're gonna just check this one. Yeah. Because it's basically, what do I think is gonna be easier to deal with between well, I'd rather struggle with Grima and... Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. What makes more sense to try? I mean, we can guarantee we can take out Seliph. We can guarantee that for sure. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll stick with this team. So we'll see how this plays out. So we're gonna do this on turn 2 essentially. So what did I want? I wanted Plumera to be here because we want Plumera to put the exposure onto Seliph. We need Ninja Camilla to be... Corrin to be here. We need Ninja Camilla to be there. Get repositioned by... Okay, so I think this is up. So, I'm gonna silence her. Okay. And then 1, 2, 4. I think this should be okay.
Stealthy as can be. Am I needed?
We're gonna do this.
Ready, sweetie.
Now we're gonna dance Camilla.
Over.
Mara could stay about here.
Orders.
What could be here?
Hey.
Garrick can be...
It will be done.
Okay. And yeah, this should be about good. Yeah, this should be about good. For what I want to do. Try ourselves 4 range. Okay. And we also silence Peony. Just, we don't have to, but we just did. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Camilla's gonna move up here, actually. I'm assuming it's real. I should have actually attacked Embla just in case, but I don't think I need to.
In Lady
I just
Freya's
assume it was
name.
real. Alright, we're gonna move some out of the way.
Ready, sweetie.
Camilla's gonna take out Yoon here.
No hard feelings, dear.
Okay.
I will not
Gonna
fear.
move Corrin here. Gives that a little bit extra stuff. Alright, and then we're gonna move
Yes.
Mara.
Got a plan?
And well, this should be fine. Yeah, and this should be
I
okay.
like the sound of that.
I'll just keep it like this. Right, let's see. And I have animations. But yeah, this is basically, can Camilla do enough damage to self? That's the only one I'm worried about. Everyone else should be fine. And since self didn't go first, I'm assuming Camilla should be fine. Alright, take out Embla. Take out Catria. Yep.
Your life is mine.
50 and then 73. Take out Peony. Corrin can do this. And now this is the last two. We do have an armor building. Again, like I like to use because armors are hard to take down. So we'll leave. We'll try and wait for them to get closer. They don't have like, you know, like what you call, like rally up attacks and stuff. So they're gonna be moving towards me. So that's actually good at least.
I will not
also try
stop.
and remove some of this stuff here.
For all life on land.
Okay.
Stealthy as can be.
Let's see. Let's break those, get those out of the way. We should definitely get
Oh, yes.
Nerthuz into her
I bestow my
form
blessing.
thing.
Understood.
I'll do this and this. It would help if that this whatever trap is real, but I don't know if it is or
Am
not.
I needed?
Oh, so we can take out Robin's, that's good. We just can. Again, we took out the Hardy Fire with even Pulse Tie, so now we can actually do some damage. One of the counters to it, so that's pretty good. The good old Nerthuz 69, good job. Alright, and now Corrin's left
For all
to be
life on land.
last.
Oh, yes.
Alright, so Nerthuz can take out Corrin as well. Again, Corrin's kind of geared towards far saving, so this seems fun. Alright, and then that's it. This isn't Chaos Season, so we don't actually have to get killed with a specific character. We're all good. And that's sort of how I thought about with this map. Can you use different characters to use it? Absolutely. But this is characters I use, and this is the team that I thought was better suited for it. And we could also use Team 2, but they would have a harder time taking out Robin Corrin because we don't have Nerthuz on that second team. We only have a strong melee in there. So we'd basically have to take out Corrin first, which we did have Godo, but not sure if... I mean, Godo would have been able to take Corrin down a little bit, but I don't know how far down, so... Anyway, but you can see that's how it played out. And yeah. Alright, let's see what the next map is. Okay, so we have a Medius to stop Bolt Tower, but we don't have a Bolt Tower, so that's fine. We have a Fae. We have also too, since we have whatchamacallit, even Pulse on some of the teams, we can probably remove the life unending. Oh, that's pretty good. We have Bramamon, who's a bonus. We have Not +1. We have Byleth, male Byleth +3. Lyn. I Lyn had some kind of movement thing, right? Or is that just a refine? Anyway, we also have Micaiah. So again, you kind of want to identify the threats, especially like the movement ones who can move around. Not's gonna allow for movement, so I probably want to try and stop Not as early as possible. You don't actually need an even pulse time, but maybe we should just use it just cause. And maybe we can just use the same team again. And the reason why I like using, again, same teams is so that people can say, oh, okay, you can use it for this, you can use it for this, you can use it for this. And it's basically just think about how do you attack the map with this team in a certain time. Again, sometimes you're just like, okay, this map is kind of hard for this team to deal with. But, you know, sometimes you can just be like, okay, we can use the same thing. We just have to approach it differently. And we're going to approach it by just sort of, again, just taking out Not. So at least we can kind of predict where they're going to be going a little bit easier. and then just taking them out one by one from there. We still have Nerthuz, and they only have a, well, I mean, they have a Violet and stuff. So, but everyone else should be relatively easy for Nerthuz to handle. So we can probably use the same. I mean, we could use a different team because this team scores more. So usually, if it scores more, maybe I'm always more inclined to. I mean, it's only like 6 points, but I'm also inclined to use it more. Maybe I should do that. It makes more sense, right? Yeah, and this team also has Nerthuz as well. So it's sort of like the variation of the Blue Beast. We have someone who can put exposure. Funny enough, Camilla does it with Defense Res Ploy. We have Gullveig, who's kind of our Gale First All Right. We have Corrin and Azura, who also have their own stuff. The only thing is we don't have a pulse tie for this, but yeah, we don't have a pulse tie for this, but I think at the very least Nerthuz should be able to handle Faye if needed. So
Your life is forfeit.
yeah, I was almost gonna use the same team, but I realized probably makes more sense to not do that. So let's do this. They have no way. They have like no flyers, so they can't like get over here.
Maybe this
We have
way.
sewing guidance on Peony,
As
so
always.
Gullveig can get there when she needs to.
For all life on land.
Which way?
So fun. As always.
Yes. Avert your eyes.
Alright, sorry. I had a cough. You can tell my voice is getting worse. About the video. Anyway. Have counter control. Hold on, give me a second. I should drink water. Alright, I think I'm a little bit better. A little bit. Just slightly.
Am I needed?
Anyway,
For all life
I
on
messed it
land.
up a little bit, didn't I? With the counter control. Oh well.
Oh,
I don't have to.
yes.
I don't have to rush anyway. No, let's just get
Am I needed?
Yeah, it's not gonna be anywhere for them to move over there. So
For all life on land.
let's just do
It
this.
will be so. Ready.
Which way?
I don't know. Is there any buff from them?
As always.
Anyway. Let's just do this.
We'll see this through. I do not know.
All right, we'll do this.
You? Shush! Quiet
All right,
down.
this seems fine. Gullveig's gonna try and take out Ramamon. And then from there, I'm just gonna try and whittle them down one by one. So
Good morning. It matters not.
just take out Lynn.
Once more, once more.
Oh, I forgot the counter control. Damn it.
We'll see this through.
Oh, anyway,
Tear him to shreds. Ta.
take out Knot.
Looks like it's my turn.
Should be able to take out Makana. Yep.
Corrin's the coolest.
There's all res, but still able to do it.
Divine punishment.
Alright.
Maybe this way.
Am I needed?
So let's see. Did a lot of damage to them. Also, can't forget the pots. Alright, so as we've seen, we've taken out 5 units. We have 2 left.
Oh,
We can also take out Fate too. Nice. Let's do that.
am I needed?
We'll leave ballots for last. Life unending. We don't have the odd pulse time in this team, so we just have to have enough damage and tankiness, which we did. Alright,
I will not stop.
Ready.
so let's get the 2 out of here.
Yes.
In late. For all life on land.
As always.
And then
Am I
deal with
needed?
ballot next turn. Didn't really matter too much with that. Guess it shouldn't. It does have DC though, so I have to be careful.
It will be so.
At least we can do this.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
we can just take him out anyway. Alright, so
So fun.
take this.
Which way?
Or we'll help Samara do it. Okay. And that's how it ended. Alright, so as you got to see, this is like a long video, or at least a longer one. But yeah, hopefully some of it was useful. Sorry, my voice started to go down. Still going down. Anyway, we have 2 wins also. So last week I had a map with like Winter Marth and I don't remember Legendary Seliph I. I think I had like 11 defense, like, you know, just maps, whether count or not. And I had 7 with that Marth map. All 7 of them lost. I mean, I took out some units, but all 7 of them lost. And I put my normal map in, and it won all of the 4. And that was how I got to tier 39. Without it, I would have not got tier 39. So kind of funny. Went back to my old map again, and it seemed like it's doing well. So see what's happening. Let's see it. So we have air +8. Okay, so very high score. Or at least higher than normal. With Smite and Disarm Trap. We have Nerthuz with Gale Force. Like it. Corrin. Darting Breath. We have Ash +1. We have Gullveig with, you know, standard stuff. And we have Peony +5. Okay, with Crossres. My higher scoring is the Ash one because I have a +10 Thor, but this one, Light Seas, I don't have that much mergers on anything, so I will see what they do. So Gullveig is gonna go off to the. Oh, maybe I should describe my defense. It's oh yes, actually no, it's different. I forgot it's different. So let's explain it. So Menace is exactly the same, except he went back to deflect melee because we don't need that much speed in for Corrin because it is not fire season. So that means there is no legendary Hinoka, which means the world is saved. So same thing. We don't have Garrick on this, so we're gonna have to deal with penalties and all that other stuff, and no pulse. That's also why Thor isn't here, but or Duo Thor isn't here. But yeah, we have Darting Breath, so we can get to the special spiral. We have. Let me just talk about Gullveig. Exactly the same, pretty much. Yeah, except has the blade section as opposed to Hardy Bearing. Hardy Bearing is on Bramamon, who has Pass and Hardy Bearing. So actually, the pass is because of Gatekeeper. So in case if there's a Gatekeeper here that stops the warping, at least Bramamon, he gets the gate pass. So he can go by. No one else. We have Leg Yarn with a lot of investment. We have Heavy Blade 4. I finally got that finally, like a couple weeks ago. Brash Assault 4. So that was from one of the Plumeras, and also Defense Res Ploy 3. And we also have a Plumera with no weapon, Fire Dance 3. I fought that Tiandra that I had, the Spring Tiandra, so rip. and Defense Res Ploy 3. So the reason why I have it like this is because with two Defense Res Ploy 3, it's kind of actually hard to get out of range of it now. So they're in this column, if in this column, this column, they can count. But if they stand here, it's within the rows. If they stand here, it's within the rows. If they stand here, I don't think we're in range. So I think they have to be in range of this if they want to tank it, at least. But as long as they have enough res, they can get out of it, obviously. But it's set up so they pretty much get ployed anywhere. They're gonna tank it, hopefully, because Legendary and Ploy's res are they're decently high. I mean, Camilla could run it, but she's running these soaring irons, and I don't have that many of that, so she also needs to do it. So Legendry's gonna be doing the defense res ploy. Other than that, yeah, same sort of style with the map, but sort of different pieces here. Camilla actually has a lot of attacks, so she's more inclined to attacking, so I had to remove her weapon. So we don't need to attack. Gullveig's decently strong. Bramon has some anti-damage reduction, so that's pretty good. And we have Legendary with Deadeye as well, and we have Ninja Corrin, so we'll see how it works out. Alright. Let's see. The same van was gonna tank is hitting Corrin, so if they're tanking. Okay, so Corrin will tank. We'll see what happens here. We have it so Camilla always dances Gullveig, so she gets the charge and the full penalty doubler stuff, so that's pretty good. And also she has Fire Dance Storm 3, so Gullveig actually attacks twice in a row before they get to counterattack.
Fade away.
That's why I had to take out the Hardy Bearing, because if I have Hardy Bearing, then she can't attack twice in a row.
No doubt remains.
So, attacking twice in a row could be useful. I also have Harsh Command on Camilla. It's mostly to get off of Legendary, but it can also be used on Gullveig.
Still not enough?
It seemed like it was enough. This defense evolved a little bit, so that's pretty good. And let's see this one. I saw that one earlier, but I did not see this one, so what's this one? Oh, they have a Gatekeeper. So actually, it's very, very hilariously funny. I tailor map to deal with Gatekeeper with the pass. I also actually got a Legendary Seliph. I don't know how I got it. I think it was my free pull on one of the on the remix banner. I think it was. So I actually been testing my Legendary Seliph because I saw him obviously in a lot of my videos, like sort of, you know, waxing my app just like Dimitri does. I was like, okay, we need to counter this too. That's what Legendary is for. Legendary is hopefully enough damage defensive wise to deal with Seliph, because Seliph is more geared towards the magic users. And yeah, so. And obviously Bramon has some ignore of it, but we'll see. That's actually funny. I wonder if Tila City is going to initiate or if they're going to try and tank it with Seliph. We'll see. Ah, I actually did some good planning for this. I got the pass for Gatekeeper. Oh, okay, so they're like kind of worried a little bit. So let's see Tila City. We don't have a Hardy Bearing, which we could have did, but I was like, ah. I don't not even deal with it right
Good
now.
dreams are.
Seliph's gonna tank, but little does he know, the leg yarn is here. I test against mine.
You've underestimated us.
Yeah, it's gonna get him low. It's very close on being able to just one random, but he's not gonna heal enough to be able to deal with the rest. So that was what it ended up with. And also Gullveig attacks twice, so.
All that dreams.
In Lady Freya's name.
Okay. And then revenge. Taking out my Corrin.
Your future is set.
I wish I could show my my Seliph test. But yeah, it was pretty much just like a little bit off as well. Yeah, it was just like 5 or so like HP, give or take, with some skills, whether or not I can get Seliph low enough for the Deadeye to be able to kill. But yeah, this has been a good episode. I really enjoyed it a lot. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, you enjoyed it. Sorry my voice kind of died towards the end of it. But anyway, very good. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, you guys stay safe. And I'll try and recover a little bit. And yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good one, guys. Laters.